Welcome, one and all, back to the Viper's Nest, where we will be talking about obscure lore a little bit later in the week. I've had a bit of a busy weekend, and I've got a bit of a busy week ahead of me, so my videos are probably going to be shorter than usual, although I do hope to get in some Star Wars Squadrons tomorrow, which is Wednesday. But for now, we're going to have us a bit of a shorter video, talking about everything that's going on around Bayonetta 3. So, if you are not aware, Bayonetta's original voice actress, Helena Taylor, was replaced by voice actress Jennifer Hale for the Bayonetta 3 video game. And this happened apparently because Helena Taylor was only offered about $4,000 to reprise her role as Bayonetta, which is not a whole hell of a lot of money. I mean, it has been a thing for a long time about voice actors not getting paid as much as regular actors, but that's a topic for another day, and also probably someone who's a bit more well-informed on that situation than I am. Point is, she did not take the money, thus she is not voicing Bayonetta, and she recently released a few videos asking fans to boycott Bayonetta 3 and donate the money they would have spent on the game to charity. Now, I have some mixed opinions on this one. Do I think Helena Taylor has a right to be upset about what happened? Yeah, absolutely. $4,000 is like nothing for an actor. And that's especially galling if you're an actor like me, and whenever you get a role, you tend to put like everything you have into that role. I mean, granted, I do it for community theater, so I don't get paid in the first place, but if I were getting paid, I would like to be paid, equal to the amount of time and effort that I sink into a role. And I'm guessing recording for a video game is, it's a lot of work. I mean, not just all the dialogue, but all like the sound effects when you take damage, when you get hit, when you deal damage, when you're running around and breathing hard. Voice acting's a lot of work, especially for a game like Bayonetta, where apparently there's multiple iterations of Bayonetta in the game, so I'm assuming Helena Taylor would have also been voicing those different versions of Bayonetta in addition to the regular version of Bayonetta, so $4,000 is not nearly enough. Now granted, I don't have all the relevant information. I don't know why Platinum Games only offered her $4,000. Like, I don't know, maybe it was some kind of creative difference and they just wanted to get rid of her. Maybe she's hard to work with. I don't know. Point is, she should be pissed off about this. And, well, because she's pissed off, she's asking people to boycott the game. So, while I do agree that she has every right to be angry and that we, the fans, should definitely be making our displeasure of whatever went down known, boycotting the game itself and refusing to buy it, I don't think is the proper way to go about this, and here's why. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people who have been working on Bayonetta, and most of them, I'm assuming, are pretty good people who had nothing whatsoever to do with the $4,000 asking price for Helena Taylor. Like, I'm assuming that was like an upper management thing, and I don't think Ted in concept art and Steve in environmental design really had anything to do with what went down with Helena Taylor. I highly doubt it. So given that a lot of people worked on this game and most of them had nothing whatsoever to do with the voice acting incident, boycotting the game would kind of, I don't know, it'd feel like to me, you'd be insulting them just as much as you'd be throwing shade at the upper management of Platinum Games. And I don't know, maybe I could be incredibly biased here because before I acted on stage, I worked tech crew. I worked the backstage stuff. So I know, at least on a community theater level, more work goes into the play than you just see from the actors memorizing their lines and their blocking and all that stuff. There's things like, set design, sound work, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. I never really messed around with the sound department much. I was mostly a stagehand, but a lot of people have to put in a lot of hours of work, even on something as small as a community theater play. And for something like Bayonetta 3, which is a big, like, double A, if not triple A video game release, I imagine you could just multiply that time and effort by hundreds, and you could probably get something close to what it takes to put out a product like Bayonetta. So I'm still going to be buying the game because, well, one, I love the franchise, and two, I want to make sure that the good people who did work very hard to get this game out the door, I want to make sure that I support them. I mean, granted, I know that my money is going to, like, I don't know, Nintendo or Platinum Games, upper management or investors or whatever, and, you know, Ted in environmental design is probably not going to see any of the $60 I put into this game. But, you know, still, the good people who worked in the game, they deserve to have their product appreciated, you know? It's just, I don't know, that's just my opinion on the whole matter. Yes, so, looping it back around to the original thing. Should you boycott this game? Yeah, kind of. I think you should. I think you should still buy it, because I imagine it's going to be a very good game. But at the same time, the whole thing that went down with Bayonetta's voice actor does suck, and we, the fans, should let the upper management at Platinum Game know that whatever happened was not cool. Like, the fans' displeasure should be known. But refusing to buy the product that was made by hundreds, if not thousands, of people based on our displeasure with, probably just a few upper management people, that's not necessarily the way to do it, I don't think. And also, Helen Taylor was replaced by Jennifer Hale, and Jennifer Hale is fucking awesome. So, I mean, regardless of why Helena Taylor got replaced, I don't think you could have picked a better replacement for her than Jennifer Hale, and if nothing else, I want to show Jennifer Hale that, hey, like, I dig what you're doing. I think she's going to make a great Bayonetta. And I will be more than happy to play the game in which she makes a great Bayonetta. So, I guess to wrap up this incredibly short video, Platinum Games, look, what you did to Helena Taylor wasn't cool. She deserves to be pissed off. You owe her an apology, at the very least. But also, Platinum Games, I'm still going to be buying your games because I know you make good games. But seriously, get your shit together. Start treating the people you work with better, which is a weird thing to say because other than this, I've never actually heard anything negative about people working for or with Platinum Games. So, like, what's going on there, guys? Why you got to do Helena Taylor like that? Yeah. So, I don't know. If you want to boycott the game, go ahead. Like, I don't know. Take to Twitter. Take to social media. I don't know. Make videos like the one I'm making literally right now. Get your voice out there and let Platinum Games know that what they did wasn't cool. But at the same time, do keep in mind, the little guys, all the people behind the scenes who worked very hard and I imagine very long hours to get this game up and running so that we, the fans, could play it. Keep them in mind, too. Buy the game for them. If you happen to know somebody who worked on the game and it turns out to be a really good game, let them know that, like, hey, your work has not gone unnoticed. We like what you did. Keep it up. Well, that's it. So, thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, comment, do the YouTube dance. I will be back tomorrow, Wednesday the 19th, hopefully with some Star Wars Squadron for you. And as always, have yourself a wonderful day.